Today we've got important things to talk about with Carnival. Royal Caribbean just took delivery of their brand new ship, some things to know about Princess, and let's talk about celebrity and the room service charges. Let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday, it's November 27th of 2023, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you with us. I always look forward to reading your comments and appreciate everything that you share with all of us here in our Let's Go family. Also, if you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up, because that really helps us out. So thank you very much. Also, this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do our live, so bring your cruise questions and come ready to talk about cruising and just have a fun time together. So we'll look for you then. We're back to our normal time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, let's start at the top with Carnival. So I've given you a couple of updates about the Carnival Panorama. And over on our Facebook group, John Tom, one of our Let's Go family members there, he is so kind. He keeps posting updates. I had Gordon, he looked at Cruise Mapper for me just a few minutes ago, and the Carnival Panorama is indeed in Victoria, Canada still. She is there to be able to get that whale tail removed from the top of her ship, their funnel, and so that then she can sail back down, go down the Columbia River to the dry dock. Now, you might remember that they have had to cancel 6 of her sailings. Well, she is due to sail again on December 23rd, and I'm going to be honest with you. If I were booked on that cruise, I would be a little bit nervous. But you know what? We're just going to have to keep an eye on how fast the repairs can be done. Maybe they're going to be able to go a little bit faster when they finally get her to the dry dock, but we're sure going to be keeping an eye on that. And the thing that makes me worry about that a lot is that December 23rd sailing is a really special sailing. Families love to go on cruises at Christmas time together. People who are alone love to go on cruises at Christmas time, because there is so much to do with Christmas. Then they're not home by themselves. It's really something to get to cruise at Christmas time. It is on my bucket list to get to do that someday with our family. But in the meantime, just wanted to bring you up to date on that. And if you've got that planned, I don't know. I would be looking around if it were me, but I know it's really hard because until they say they're canceling that sailing, you're not quite sure what your money's going to be doing there, and then trying to put down, pay for another cruise so close. It's tricky business, but wanted to let you know what's going on with that. And I am sure Carnival, the people in charge of it there, are just pulling their hair out. At least I would be if it were my job. Okay, the next thing that I want to let you know is we've got Let's Go family members on the Enchanted Princess right now. One of them was kind enough to send me an update that they have got, and so right now the Enchanted Princess, it is a transatlantic, okay, and I believe it is going from Rome to Fort Lauderdale. And so I wanted to let you know how they're handling immigration on that. It says, as we start preparing for our arrival in the U.S., it is an immigration requirement that all non-EU passports are collected and presented to immigration on November 30th in Las Palmas to be stamped out of the EU. In order to fulfill this important immigration requirement, we will be collecting passports through your stateroom steward on November 27th, so that's today, and then your passport is going to be returned to you on December 2nd between 5 and 7 p.m. through your stateroom steward. And if you miss bumping into your stateroom steward during that time, then you can follow up at guest services and they will get your passport back to you. So clearly they're going to hand your passport to you and then give it back. I'm trying to remember of all the cruises that we have been on, and we have not done a transatlantic cruise. I think that the only cruise that we have had our passport collected was on our Antarctica cruise, and to be truthful, I can't remember. Clearly it had something to do with immigration there and the places that we were visiting, and so just wanted to give you a heads up. It's really, somebody shared the other day that as they were on a transatlantic coming in to the United States, they had to go through immigration in San Juan, Puerto Rico. They did comment that they had, they have to get everyone off the ship in order to do that, so people have to wait around, and they commented that there wasn't a lot of seating there. And I remember the cruise terminal there, and there is not a lot of seating. I don't even think there's appreciable seating. There's not very much at all. And so if you happen, this is my suggestion, if you are in a port as you're heading back into the United States and you come to that first port there, I would try to plan an excursion for that day, because you need to be off the ship anyway. It will give you something to do. You won't just be standing around a cruise terminal where there's not enough seating. And sometimes people have shared that these go reasonably quick, although it is just a time thing to get everyone off the ship. But some of them go faster than others. Some of them have delays for whatever reason. So definitely look at booking an excursion if you can. It'll give you, like I said, something to do. And if you pick a bus tour, if you're someone that needs to sit down for a while, that'll give you the option to have somewhere to sit on the bus. So kind of think about that, alrighty? And I would not worry. I know that some people don't like to let their passport out of their control when they are traveling abroad. Don't worry about it on a cruise ship. I'm sure that everything will go okay with that, and just wanted to put that out there because I know that sometimes we worry, and I worry about a lot of things too. Okay, the next thing, and this to me is kind of fun. So a year from now, the Caribbean Princess is going to start sailing out of Port Canaveral. This is really big. I don't think Princess has ever sailed out of Port Canaveral before. I love in their press release about it, they talk about how this is adding another port and increasing their coverage here in the United States of the different cruise markets. But it is a really big deal, and they're going to start sailing clearly on November 27th of 2024, and those sailings are going to go through April of 2025. And then I think it would be fun if they extend it longer, but I need to figure out my schedule and get one of those booked because I really want to sail out of Port Canaveral. If you are not familiar with Port Canaveral, if you are flying in, you would want to fly into Orlando. And it's about an hour-ish drive from the Orlando airport out to Port Canaveral. There are lots of hotels there by the Orlando airport. I have made that drive lots of times actually from the Orlando airport out towards Port Canaveral. It's where the Kennedy Space Center is. And when our children were growing up, long story here, but we went there several times. But so anyway, I'm really excited to get to do that. Are any of you thinking about sailing out of Port Canaveral? I know that I've got some Let's Go family members that have let me know that it is a really busy port there, and I just love the town though of Cocoa Beach right there, and the Indian River and the Banana River. It is really cool. So if you end up sailing out of Port Canaveral there, like, go early so that you can see everything in that whole area, because in Cocoa Beach, that was the area like where the astronauts lived back in the day, back in the 60s when they were working on the Saturn V rockets and everything to do with the space program. There is even one of the little roads there is called I Dream of Jeannie Lane. So if you think of the TV show, but the beaches are beautiful there. The shopping is fun. There are good places to eat. It's a really fun place to visit. And if you have never been to Kennedy Space Center, you might want to think about going early enough or staying extra long to be able to do that as well. In Titusville, there's Dixie Crossroads, which is a yummy place to eat, especially in, what time of year? In the springtime. They get all the different kinds of shrimp there from that whole area, and it's just it's really wonderful. It's delicious. So if you need more ideas on Orlando and Cocoa Beach and Kennedy Space Center, just so much going on there, you can ask me, but just thought I would let you know. So anyway, back to where we were. The Caribbean Princess is going to be doing several different kinds of cruises out of that port, the Eastern and Western Caribbean. So the very first cruise that she's going to go on, departing on November 27th of 2024, there is just a special 4-day Thanksgiving Day cruise, okay? It's just going to go to Turks and Caicos. But then over the course of sailing through December, January, February, March, and April, they are going to run 6-day Eastern Caribbean cruises, which is going to include Nassau, Grand Turk, and then depending on the itinerary, sometimes you'll go to Amber Cove and sometimes you'll go to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Then we've got also, they're going to run some 8-day Eastern Caribbean cruises with St. Thomas, St. Martin, San Juan, and Grand Turk. And then finally 8-day Western Caribbean voyages that will include Cozumel, Costa Maya, Belize, and Roatan for Mahogany Bay. So I am so excited about this. I don't know why I'm so excited. I guess it's because I like the Port Canaveral area, and I would really like to sail out of there. Isn't it wonderful that there are so many options and just things to get excited about in the midst of everything stressful? Alrighty, let's talk about room service charges. It was a really big deal when Princess decided to introduce that $5 room service charge if you use the phone in your room. So now people that really enjoy room service on a Princess cruise would either want to get the Plus package or the Premier package because it includes activation of your app to order food and beverages delivered to you on the ship. So if you're in your room, use the app because if you pick up the phone, it's going to cost $5. And so there was just, we were all in an uproar about that $5 charge. But across all the cruise lines now, as far as I know, there are room service charges. I love that Princess still lets you hang that hanger on your door for your breakfast in the morning. That is a really nice option. I know that people that drink coffee first thing love that because your coffee comes right to your room, or if you want some, I always order some fruit and a croissant for breakfast, and Gordon likes the breakfast sandwiches, but it's really nice. There's no charge for that. Now, on Celebrity, theirs is $9.95, and I think Celebrities is the highest of the big mass market cruise lines. Theirs is $9.95 each time with a 20% gratuity. So, and it's every time. So it's not per day. So however many times you order room service, you're going to end up paying that. So it comes out to, pretty close to $12 every time you want your room service delivered. I am going to say, when I was on the Reflection last year in December, that's when a cruise that I went by myself, and I did not get any room service, but I did notice the menu in the cabin, and they actually have a very nice room. I'm going to give them that. They have a very nice room service menu. I noticed people that were getting their room service. I know that's a funny thing, but you should walk down the hall. The crew member is taking the lids off some of the food to present to the people there, and it looked absolutely delicious. And then I saw some people with their trays in the hall on the floor, and the food looked really good that they hadn't eaten. So my point is you have to pay for it, but I think they do a really good job. But at the same time, their buffet there on Celebrity is open most of the time. Even if it's not the whole thing open, you can always get a snack right there. At least it was when I was on there last year ago. And just wanted to bring you up to date on that. Let me know, do you get room service very much when you're on a cruise? To me, it's a luxury, so it's kind of fun to do it. But the last couple of cruises that we've been on, let's see. On Carnival, I didn't get room service because I was always dining with other people with the conference. But then with Princess, the last two cruises we did was the 2 weeks to Iceland and Scotland and Norway. We were so busy, we never got room service. And the same with our group cruise for the Northern Lights. We enjoyed dinner every evening with our group. I think that was part of it. So we were never in our room in the evening hungry. But we just... I think it depends on what kind of cruise you're on as well, and kind of how everything is going. So let me know, do you get room service a lot? Are you enjoying the room service on Princess lately? I know they've added some extra options, and some of the options cost, some of them don't, so let me know. Okay, now really quickly, two more things for you. Nope, just one more thing, sorry. Royal Caribbean has just taken delivery of Icon of the Seas. I don't know if you remember when they first announced Icon of the Seas. It was a really, really big deal. She is the largest cruise ship in the whole world. And Royal Caribbean said that when they designed her and when they decided to build her, their goal was to create the first vacation truly made for every type of family and adventurer. So to me, that encompasses an awful lot. So someday we will try Icon of the Seas. When she went for sale, I think she is the fastest that a ship has ever sold out. She is expensive because she's brand new. If you've looked at the Sun Princess and the sailings that she is doing, and then the older ships in the same region, they are more expensive because she's a new ship. But the Icon of the Seas, has had huge demand. I think that people are going to really thoroughly enjoy sailing on her. And I want to say something about cruising with families here. A Let's Go family member sent me some photos. They were recently on a Royal Caribbean cruise together, and they let me see some of their family photos, which really is very humbling to me that you share those with me. But it really brought to my mind how special it is to go on a cruise with your family members, and not just because it's a cruise, but because it is a cruise, because you can do all of the things on the ship, all the family members from the children clear up to grandma and grandpa and the parents in between, and whether you've got teenagers or just little ones, there is always something for everyone to do. You can come together and have a nice dinner. You get to go see places together. You have this time set aside that we generally don't get any other time in our lives. And to me, it's a little bit different than even a land vacation, because we have gone places like Disney or whatever with our children. But it seems like when you are at sea, you're a little bit more removed from everything else that is going on that keeps you busy in your world. And so when you are thinking of a wonderful experience for your family together, like, put a cruise on the list of options for your family and talk about it. Even if they've never been, I think that if you get the right cruise line to meet the needs and the goals of the people that you are going to be sailing with, I think that you will have a wonderful time and that they will thoroughly enjoy it. So just wanted to put that out there. That's just my public service announcement. Sometime when our grandchildren get a little bit bigger, we are going to go and on a family cruise, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. So I'll see you this evening at our live, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.